Hey everybody, it's game time in the summertime, or at least very, very late spring.
Feels it, right? It's hot outside.
Well, the finals ended a little earlier than usual. Matt Weiner, Dennis Scott, back in the studio. You lost? Did you stumble in? It feels like you haven't been here in months.
I did take one wrong turn, but I found my way very quickly. I've seen some familiar faces. Good to be back.
Well, I hope you're comfortable in the seat again.
Yeah, cheery minds, man. Computer, good to go, baby.
Good. Things change when you go.
Are we at free agency yet?
We're getting there.
Oh.
We're getting there. We have extra time to talk about LeBron James free agency, the draft, both those topics coming up over the next 30 minutes. But first, a quick review of what went so wrong for the Cavaliers at the start of the Warriors' final sweep. LeBron James may have thrown the knockout punch himself when he took on a locker room whiteboard, but that was only after a gut punch of a game one.
The dream season is now complete. The Golden State Warriors are the champions. Oh, blocked by James!
Cleveland! This is for you!
Durant for three.
The road to redemption has brought the Warriors back home. Welcome to the 2018 NBA Finals.
Game one NBA Finals.
Hard work to get here. Now we got hard work to get 4 more wins and start tonight.
Moment is here, man.
Enjoy it, embrace it.
Let's come out here and hit first and let's get it, man.
Here we go, man. Together on three. 1, 2, 3. Together. Come on.
Never before in the history of American sports have the same teams met for a championship in 4 consecutive years until now.
Good luck, Ty. All right. Good to be back, huh?
Round 4, Cavs and the Warriors.
J.R. Smith, he wants to post up Curry again. Draymond shows up.
Pass deflected by Green. Curry and Durant. Curry throws it up. Durant throws it down.
A two-hand slam by Kevin Durant.
JR works on Curry, deals off the Love, wide open three on the wing, short arm, and he missed it. Smith though grabs the rebound, kicks the Love, puts it up, gets fouled, puts it in.
Kevin Love with 9 points here in the first quarter.
James drives it, Livingston, and throws it down.
LeBron James so aggressive offensively. Excellent start for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Crowd quiet right now.
We're in good shape. It's a 48-minute game. It's a long game, all right? Stay with it.
Bounce pass to Bell. Bell in traffic. Back to Curry. Curry behind the back to Thompson. Behind the back to Draymond. Back to Curry right side. Curry crowded by Hill. Left-hand dribble goes hard.
Curry the runner. Banks it home again. Another difficult shot.
5 seconds to go in the half. Durant the rebound.
Ahead to Curry. Curry sets, fires, puts it up. Bang! Steph Curry from way downtown. And the first half humps to an end in dramatic fashion.
Take these easy points away, fellas. I'm telling you, we're in great shape.
Let's get off to a good start. Third quarter's our fourth.
Curry up the floor. Curry hits the accelerator.
Leads the break, throws it up to Thompson for the lay-in. Oh, perfectly timed pass. The third quarter avalanche underway.
Tyronn Lue has to call a timeout.
We gotta be dogs now. Let's go get it.
Here's LeBron at the right point, guarded now by Curry on the switch. Beeline to the basket, or dunks over Durant. Oh my, LeBron has 44. It's Warriors 100, Cavaliers 98. The shot clock reads 8. LeBron down the right alley, ran into traffic, banks and scored. He got fouled by Looney, and LeBron James has a chance for the three-point play.
Very impressive turnaround from the Cavaliers. Anxious moments here at Oracle Arena for the sellout crowd.
Curry with the ball. Dribble drive on J.R. Smith. Down the lane to the rim. Goes up. Scored. He got fouled. Curry. Time at 1:07. 4.7 to go.
Hill misses. Rebound goes to the Cavs. J.R. Smith brings it back out. Throws it to Hill. Hill shot blocked. And we'll go to overtime.
Stay aggressive. Stay aggressive. Keep the pressure on. Keep pushing.
Curry to Draymond Green. Back to Thompson. Corner three. Puts it in. They're starting to celebrate now at Oracle Arena.
Livingston to Draymond, takes a three. It's good. He nailed it. The shot clock buzzer was down to 0.
And that'll do it. Golden State survives in overtime despite a 51-point performance from LeBron James.
That was a good game, man. They played a hell of a game. We made some plays down the stretch to go in overtime, and we played well in overtime. It's going to get tougher, though.
We got to move on. I mean, this game is over and done with. We had our opportunities. We understand how difficult and how challenging this task is. And you wake up tomorrow with a fresh mind and you move forward.
The finals, man, anything's liable to happen. And all that matters is you get a win and turn the page to game 2 and just enjoy the moment.
There was so much packed into the final few minutes of that game 1. And a lot of folks felt like that was the Cavaliers' chance to make this a series. Even if they didn't ultimately win it, that was their chance. So disheartening as they walked off the floor. And then LeBron reacted and apparently hurt his hand, and it was all over.
And that's why it makes sense, Matt, because normally LeBron keeps his emotions under control, but he realized, 1-6 or 1-7 going into game 1, how important that game 1 was. And realized I was that close, 1 free throw, 1 loose ball, 1 dribbler going the wrong way.
Maybe 1 timeout?
1 timeout away of getting that and changing that series around.
But now we have lots of extra time to talk about the next chapter of LeBron James' career, wherever that might be. Obviously, folks are speculating in every way possible where LeBron James plays next season. Let's start with some of the candidates out there and what makes the best fit for him in terms of basketball. And we'll start with the Houston Rockets. He's tied to the Rockets because of his friendship primarily with Chris Paul.
Yes, and on paper, Matt, it sounds good. We have James Harden, LeBron James, Chris Paul, but the first thing comes to mind, you think of D'Antoni's system. So you mean to tell me as the Beard, the one, by the way, you still got signed Capella too.
Yeah.
So let's say they sign Capella, they bring LeBron James. That means James Harden, Capella, one-on-one, then Chris Paul, one-on-one, and then LeBron James one-on-one, while the other 2 guys stand in the corner. I don't think that makes a whole lot of sense. So people out there, Houston Rockets fans, I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying it doesn't make sense to have 3 guys go one-on-one while the other 2 guys stand in the corner and watch and wait.
Well, to be fair, a lot of us questioned how well Chris Paul and James Harden would work together. I was one of them as well, and that worked out just fine until Paul got hurt.
And that's where I was going. And lastly, if I'm LeBron James, as much as I love Chris Paul, he's proven late in his career it's hard to stay healthy late in the season. You need him all the way through the stretch, as he's shown last year.
Also, salary cap implications. I know fans generally don't care about that sort of stuff, but it's really hard to make all that work if you're going to pay them market value. All right, the Philadelphia 76ers, they have cap room. LeBron James, via his agent, has a connection to Ben Simmons. The 2 of them don't make sense together to me on the floor. How good of a basketball fit would that be?
I agree with you, man. On the floor, you're talking about Ben Simmons, the way he thrives with the ball being in his hands, and he's learning how to be a floor general and a leader. Obviously, we know he needs to work on his jump shot for he and LeBron to be on the floor. Now, could Brett Brown come up with the offense where you say, Ben, I'm going to take the ball out of your hands and make you a slash and have you coming off back screens and hawk cut, so to speak? But I don't think Ben will be the same effective player with the ball not being in his hands. So once again, I don't see how it fits where he and Ben can be on the floor at the same time.
It's also an awfully young team for LeBron James to have to lead to try to get back to the NBA Finals. And you saw some of the mistakes, despite their enormous talent, some of the mistakes they made late in games during the postseason. All right, one more.
Okay.
The L.A. Lakers. I'm kind of leaning toward the Lakers for no other reason than really business and life as much as anything. Basketball-wise, how much of a fit?
Basketball, it could fit if if Lonzo Ball is going to probably get traded because he's very similar to Ben Simmons. The ball needs to be in his hands. Will Ingram still be there because he's at that brink where they believe in him. Eventually, he has to get paid. So maybe Randall's the odd man out if LeBron decides to go there. Is it Kuzma? There's one thing we know about people, they love Kuzma, so for the trade to get done, you're going to have to give up something to make sure there's enough space to sign LeBron and possibly Paul George, because let's face it, LeBron James is not going somewhere by himself. He realized he needs some more help if he wants to go deep into the playoffs again.
To me, Paul George is the deal maker or breaker in that deal if he's going to choose L.A. So what's your gut telling you right now? Still 3 weeks to go, at least until a decision is made.
Well, being around Cleveland the last 3 weeks, Matt, being Eastern Conference Final, my gut feeling is going to stay. I think he's going to look around and survey all the talent and say, I have Kevin Love, we have a draft pick. If I can go to Dan Gilbert and Kobe Altman and say, look, I'm willing to stay, but you guys have to spend some money. Obviously, George Hill's contract.
They have the highest payroll in the league.
Spend some more money. You want me to stay for the next 3 or 4 years? Keep me. And maybe when we're done, Dan, I might buy the team from you because now I've stayed and proved to Cleveland I want to be a homer.
He might have that much money by then.
Exactly.
You know what? I'm still leaning toward the Lakers, but I say that as someone who was wrong the last 2 times, so I don't really know. Here's the thing. We're all guessing at this point, trying to read the tea leaves, make sense of it all, but nobody knows what he's going to do. On the way, big men could cram into 3 of the first 4 spots in the draft, maybe more, and we'll get into what the top bigs bring to the table. In other words, there's Mo ahead. The NBA draft comes up on the 21st. Mark your calendar. In fact, mark the whole week. In fact, use your remote to lock in on NBA TV, then just take a large object and smash it.
There you go, man. I like it.
Seems like a sound plan. One large topic of discussion all week, Arizona's DeAndre Ayton, who could be the Suns guy with the top overall selection.
Because I'm the best competitor in this draft. I won't say I'm the best player. I won't say that. But I'm going to say on the competitive level, I am the best competitor. I don't think there's nobody like me. I play my heart on both ends of the floor, and I give it my all. I played hard through the whole season, and I think I deserve to be the #1 pick.
Has this environment in Phoenix with the Suns been any different than other workouts that you've been at?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I haven't worked out for anyone else, but this is my one and only workout. But this is the best workout. That workout showed me this is the league. This is how the league works. You know, that one-on-one attention was amazing. Coach, I learned a lot from Coach and the other coaches around me, and you know, I'm just ready.
DeAndre, Craig Fouie, ABC 15 here on 1580 The Fanatic. How many other teams will you work out for?
No one else. First, yes.
Does that mean you think you're going #1?
I know I'm going #1. Like I said from the beginning, that's Shaq and Kobe 2.0. You know, that's big. You know, we could really make something happen in Phoenix. We could really have a spark and, you know, have a winning legacy here. Start a winning legacy.
Devin Booker.
Love the confidence.
Devin Booker would be the Kobe in that scenario. There's a lot to like about DeAndre Ayton, Pac-12 Player of the Year. The Bahamian big man averaged 20, nearly 12 boards a game. Wouldn't have to move far.
Nope.
Tucson over to Phoenix. Does he seem like a guy who fits the profile, the #1 overall pick?
No question he fits the profile, Matt. And what I like about his honesty, he realized he might not be the most talented big man coming out. We probably could point out a couple other guys. But the size, the old school basketball, being rugged, down the paint, and can jump out to the 3 a little bit. But I don't want him falling in love with the 3 early in his career. I want him to get down low and do stuff like that, Matt. Bang, get dirty. That's why I think he's ready for the NBA right now. I think he should be #1 pick.
Even if you don't want him shooting a ton, it's nice to
every now and then, yes. Every now and
there.
then, like when you get a rebound, you kick it ahead, you're that trailing 5, you can't swing it, and the guy backs off you. I'm not mad at that 3-point shot.
You know, even though Joel Embiid's numbers weren't great from 3, it's nice to know he can shoot it a little bit, and it's likely to get better over the course of his career. But he's not the only big man prospect available out there. Mohamed Bamba, who has a ridiculous wingspan, we'll talk about in a moment. Duke's Marvin Bagley also available. They're all expected to be top 5 picks. Bagley says, for one, he believes he's a good NBA fit because of his ability to play positionless basketball.
I don't see myself as a position. I like to call myself positionless. You know, I feel like, you know, saying I'm a 4 or a 5 or 3, whatever it may be, it's kind of limiting to what I can do. Obviously, you're going to do what the coach and what the team needs you to do to win. But, you know, boxing myself into one position is definitely something that I haven't been doing, and that's kind of how I attack the game, is being able to do everything inside and out. Like I said before, you know, like I said, I just want to be able to do everything. So I don't really call myself a position. I just go out and play basketball.
As you watch, you know, the series when they played Oklahoma City, you know, Oklahoma would have never, you know, came back from that 25-point deficit if Rudy Gobert was on the floor. He just changes the geometry of the game, and, you know, he does things at a different level as far as, you know, when he's not blocking the shot, he has, you know, he's in the back of your mind, you know, and you're thinking about him when you're coming across that lane, and, you know, just that 1 second thinking, you know, is already an advantage, and that's something I could definitely see myself doing at this level.
The geometry, as Obama said, is hard to fathom with him. He has a 9'6" standing reach, 7 feet, about 7'4" with the hair. And then the arms should just go on forever. But let's start with Bagley here. Obviously a versatile player, big-time scorer with Duke as well. What does he project to be in the NBA?
He may be that stretch four, swing four, whatever you want to call it at. Until his point on the offensive end, he may be positionless because he can put the ball on the floor, he can shoot the three, he can take you off the dribble, and he can't post up. But let's face it, big fella, you're not ready to chase these two guards around, these point guards around, so you will have a position. It'll probably be the 3 or the 4, and maybe some 5, depending on when teams like to go small ball, you can slide him to the 5 with his length. But at the end of the day, he may be the best offensive big man that's coming the game out of his draft.
Well, Bagley and Ayton both project to be better offensive players early on in their careers, at least, than Bamba does. But you heard the Rudy Gobert comparison. It's been made a lot because of his length. Obviously, defensively, he could come in and wreak havoc right away.
No question. I'm calling young fella the big alteration already. Since he compared himself to Gobert, and I know what Gobert does on the floor and what he showed us in the playoffs. This young man works hard, knows his head coach spoke to him, loves running the floor. That's the part I like about him, Matt. When he blocks a shot, he takes off running like a young Dikembe or a young Patrick Ewing do back in college when they would block shots. So defensively, he's going to come in and cause havoc right away.
You know, he's from Harlem, New York, so maybe his nickname would be No Time at the Apollo.
I like that. I like that.
I just came up with that.
I like that, man. There you go.
Unbelievable length. If you haven't seen video of him, just marvel at how far the arms go and how big a problem that can be defensively. Nearly 4 blocks a game at Texas last season. Be sure to check out David Aldridge's morning tip on NBA.com. All latest summer scuttlebutt draft free agent related from the NBA, including DA's draft big boards. When we come back Sunday from the WNBA, stick with us.
On NBA TV.
Monday here on NBA TV, the starters are back at 6:30 Eastern Time. You got another episode of Game Time coming up at 7. Tuesday, don't forget, Warriors celebrate again for the third time in 4 years, rather. They'll host a parade in the Bay Area. Coverage right here at 12:30 Eastern Time on NBA TV. At the buzzer, swag recognizes swag. Saturday, newly crowned champ Nick Young pulled a J.R. Smith when he deplaned after the Warriors' return flight to Oakland. Shirtless J.R., who spent much of the first few days after the Cavaliers' 2016 title without a shirt, offered his own congratulations on Instagram, finishing with, quote, "Stay true to the swag, P. Oh, yeah, hashtag no shirt brothers."
But at least Swaggy's shorts were a little smelly-ish, should I say, where JR still had his
cleaner.
game.
I think cleaner is the word you're looking for.
I was trying to get a little swaggy into the short. You know?
Yeah. You know what? Birds of a feather.
Yes, I'm happy for Swaggy, and I'm happy for David West. There's other guys who are pointing their career where they know they're coming or going, and they might have reputations about themselves, and then they go somewhere where you have to play the right way. And a lot of people question Swaggy P lasting, as long as he did.
You know what? Off the bench, he was perfect for them.
Perfect.
Roll him out there if you're open, shoot the ball, and
in the Western Conference Finals, you saw him compete on the defensive end, and that's one thing you never said about Swaggy P on the defensive end of the floor. So Steve Kerr said, once again, I'm going to leave you alone on the offensive end, but you need to compete on the defensive end.
His reputation was not that of a responsible player. We've got nearly 3 weeks to go till free agency. I know the teams can't tamper. What kind of conversations are happening right now amongst the players?
Hey, Paul. Paul. Hey, the culture here is nice, Paul. It's real nice here, Paul. Hey, LeBron James, you want to come play with me?
Yeah, exactly. A lot of that, much to speculate and talk about over the next few weeks. We'll be here for you every step of the way. Thanks for being there.